the break has concluded. We're ready for our pistol.
1xBet odds are favouring Ence here as those favourites we just discussed. 3 towards A. Alex searching for info mid, and well, Mopos is tasked with holding on towards the B bomb site.
Okay, well, you've got a nice setup here.
Should be able to deal with this execute enough bodies.
Yeah, it's just a question of execution, and Death is going to be the first to fire a shot, and successfully, Two have already fallen from the Ence commitment. Diha distracted, still claws it back. Diha's double is big, and now Death's on notice. Run down, Hades should have this, doesn't have any help. Diha down and out through the gap in the smoke, and Spinks, yeah.
Off towards ramp to buy him a buffer, but Connector's coming, and
ooh, scary.
A bit jarring.
Oh, it's no longer scary. In fact, he actually looks under the bed and grabs the baseball bat straight to the monster's head. Diha in a little bit of jeopardy. He does have the bomb on his back, so with the loss of Hades, he can go wherever he wants, and this scene goes awry. They're leaning B quite heavily, and Sampius has been caught out. Snappy straight through the window, and now behind the entirety of Movistar's line. They have to count on Davig. If he could get another, that would be ridiculous, but Ence's frags have come through, and a save likely for the rest of these deaths. And
some mental plays, so I'm sure we'll see more than a few of those here today. He's also more than happy to sell his team down the river to convert around. Davi's gone down with that AWP, the secondary investment dead, and Madden right now up close and personal, has the jewel, knows where Mopos is, but wants to back on off.
Oh, you've got to be scared if you're Mopos now. Window smoke arrives, you're known. They can go wherever they desire. D has already killed that B solo. And now another orb rattles off. Oh dear, Movistar Riders very hot under the collar now.
Yeah, Mopos felt caged and he had to make a play, but it's Alex's turn now, and ahead of the smoke is going to be Alex tucking under the line of sight, gets the opening frag and maybe stalls out this B push for now.
What's the bomb? If Sampius was to connect that shot onto Snappy, we could have had a round instead. Things will slow on down. And Deaths again, well, the Immortal, this time unable to contribute twice.
That is difficult, right? They've just walked on into their death in multiple occasions right there. So starting to hunt, if you take a look at the radar, top left, Snappy coming in through spawn, and well, Spinks the other. They want to find Deaths. They want to make sure they can take away this M4. He has heard Snappy's position and should be good for one. Now it's about getting away.
He's not going to be ready for Palace, is he?
If maybe he goes ramp, yeah. he might survive.
It looks like he's working it out.
Because the thing is right now, Spinks can't make any sound cues because he'll give up his position and he's going to take his time. The bomb halfway ticked. Deaths has found Roost over towards that A ramp position. Madden out, trying to get quick as you like to help this one out. But if he continues to push towards T-spawn, should be safe. Oh, the Brazilian safe. He's going to be later. That's with one and another. Up to 10. So Deaths could be looking to set that record that you were discussing. Does retain the M4.
Ooh, and much more for the Movistar Riders here, but Sampius is in the right place. Madden's calling B clear, though.
What do you do? Do you go connector now? Like, they're planning. The bomb's going down.
Bomb has been planted.
Does Madden just play clutch?
Oh, and there it goes.
I'd have to.
Shut down. Mopos can catch Snappy if they just bide their time. Hades confirms his presence window. Not going to be an easy retake. You got the kit on Deaths.
The smoke for a bomb on Mopos, though.
If he can just bang Snappy out.
Oh,
which he has, leaves Madden and Hades twiddling their thumbs and getting worried now. There's 5 players still alive from the Movistar Riders. They can play this right. Madden can try and be the hero. Needs to evade that very evasive head. And now they're running him down, 6 HP.
Davi is holding. Now, last time a team tried to punish him, I think it was Godsent. He was able to pummel them, and that is a nade and a half right there. Madden and Diha softened up to about half HP. They're coming in.
Yeah, he's going to be tested, isn't he? He's got Mopos in support and more damage. They're building a perfect defense here. The blue wall is up, and double from Davig. Get out of my B bomb site. On the reload, surely. That smoke is only going to favor Davig. He can mantle at any time, and that's if they don't fall to Mopos. Another frag found. Hades retreating, and Snappy is perhaps the only one that can slink behind enemy lines, but this angle's too good, way too good from Death. 13 and counting. Yikes. Could he possibly do it again in that opening duel? He's so good for it. Mopos this time feels his wrath.
It's actually a big scalp to take. Damage done onto the side. Deaths will go down without a kill. Feels like the first time we've seen that throughout this map.
Yeah, just a bit shy of it onto Madden. I mean, this is a huge advantage now. They've managed to find 2 picks on 2 different extremities, mid and B. Sampius over aggressive. You'll tuck into Palace and be responsible for A. It enables Alex to be a bit more freedom, or have a bit more freedom here through mid. Davig, 1 man against potentially 5. An AK-47 is all he has. No utility as well to force their hand. D is going to show presence towards A and mid. Alex.
That's a kill. That's a kill.
Should have it. Does. Madden's gone.
Pius is rotating over as well now.
Has to
If Davi
acknowledge.
can get 1 or 2 here, there's a chance.
Yeah, Davi does just need to slow him down. Good shot. Really nice. A snap onto Snappy appropriately. Pius hard clear. Still does get down Diha. With 20 seconds, that bomb goes down. It's Spinks to plant and Hades to defend.
Bomb has been planted.
Pius, does he go for this? One bench, one planted. He knows that. Clearing through. Does connect onto Hades. And looking to stamp a third ticket. Spinks, his next victim. It's a mind game at this point. He's been tagged.
Quickly here, the buys are coming in from Ence immediately after that round, and I can see 2 MAC-10, so this might be speedy out of Snappy.
Oh, it looks very speedy, doesn't it? It's got the go faster stripes written all over it. The fact you got some deliberate SMGs.
It's a B play.
This is very Ence.
Yeah, right now, if they can punish this B bomb site here, they just were able to pick off Mopos on a late aggress. Davi, they're coming your way very quick.
Moppo should hear that unless they do hit their walk keys appropriately. Oh, he heard it or saw them. Drops his panic smoke, already being run down.
So much space.
Jumping through, taking space and heads, and Ence kick down the door.
Swing back out here. Alex is on his own, right? There's a lot of pressure on this angle. The team has to know the connector's a problem. They can weasel up everywhere. Tries to pivot on the timing of the smoke. If he actually followed through with that grenade, it could have found a big chunk of damage onto Snappy and Diha. Madden now working up Cat, Diha, and Snappy trying to set their sights on connector, and pivoting back with the bomb is Snappy. I think they're worried about some of these Movistar riders re-aggressors, right? And we know that Mopos loves to push that B bomb site every now and again.
They may have caged him though with their B quicks. Alex lost his head. Madden, big opening frag.
Look at the radar. Look how split up the defensives now from the riders. 2 on A, 2 on B. The mid corridor is completely free for Ence, and that shot felt free for Pius on the peak gone out. Diha can't get it done, but Madden with the trade, and now all the pressure on the AWPer.
Yeah, Death's good for 1 on this engage. They're coming in for the plant. Snappy very confident in getting that one down. He knows only potential from CT. Mopos has caught Hades in mid. Not going to be easy to break back through despite the 3v3. Spinks does meet the AWP bullet, and just as I say that, the bodies are dropping. It's only Snappy. He planted.
Awkward position to find himself in here.
Just going to have to stick on this duel with Mopos. Mopos gets the info safely. Now that's his cue to get the hell out. Bomb is ticking, and Snappy catches the bullet.
Approach hasn't been bad. Alex up and out the window. He's going to make it down towards that underpass position. Mopos lost in the smoke, and a defensive smoke placed on out. Oh, Alex goes down again. First death for Diha. And another one falls. Madden with the second in the round.
Can they really recover this quickly? It's a late trade. Madden gone. Diha known. Davi G opts to push aggressive, and it's always a funny mind game in the apps. Oh, Davi G, he's going to be sticking out. They're going to be kissing in the smoke, and quick adjustment from Davi G. He's made it a 3v3.
That is massive right now. There's real problems for Ence to operate now. They had a big advantage. They actually had part of the map contained, but Davi's aggressive. How aggressive? Is he going to push forward? Is he dropping on back? What is he doing over towards the B apartments? A minute on the clock to ask and answer all of these questions, but Spinks still perched up towards Palace, is about to have reinforcements.
This smoke achieves nothing. Absolutely nothing. They cleared mid as a unit. And now they're grouping for an A take. Now, the question will be, is Des playing retake?
Well, he's been great, hasn't he, in terms of when they've hit this site. He's just been able to deliver from ticket time and time again. And look at the Mopos rotation. Scoops up a Molotov late. That could be instrumental with 40 seconds left on the clock now. They're starting to creep on up ramp.
They could be out. He knows that. Hades is posted up now. Mopos on a timer.
Ahead of the flash.
Oh, he didn't spot it, but swing out, and Spinks is in. The entire end squad committing. Lost his duel.
Bombs loose.
Problems, 20 seconds, and now a big shot from Hades. Oh, and Davi.
It's Davi G, back in with a broken buy. MP9's Famous alongside this M4, and a shot from Pius is strong onto Snappy. Needs to get out of there, blocked by the box, but can now rotate and pivot around the map as Madden is quickly going to try and take this space.
Yeah, quick re-smoke. He will just continue to maintain that presence and pressure. Smoke's all over the map at this point. They will start to fade. Madden gets a lot of room to get his short maneuvers set up.
He's found a gap, hasn't he? They have to be aware it's possible, but it's quite quick after the AWP play. And Davi G, talking a room, has more than enough here and is hearing a lot.
Hades going back to T-spawn and has been fully heard. Look at the setup, look at the map. It's very occupied, and he's even working on a very speedy flank. Oh, Diha with his knife out. With his knife out and the bomb, it doesn't get better for the boys of the Movistar Riders. He can just pull the plug, get out of there. And now they're in a very scary hot box. Madden is taking B space, but how is Hades supposed to get there?
They have to allow him to go for a flank here, and I don't think Mopos spotted him, but Madden's not looking. If he pivots on out, this should be a free kill for Mopos.
Moz does address it. Madden's gone, and now Ence really are in a tight box. 2v5, what are you supposed to do?
Save mid, Snappy down with the Mac 10.
He wants them to know. Snappy's here, you're gonna have to look for me. Deaths is given that responsibility, and now David G is going for something very brave. His teammates re-smoked him, so if they do choose to walk through this...
They just executed B. There's a smoke kitchen window, but this is up to Snappy and Madden right now. And
nice
Madden strikes
find.
first.
Yeah, clears out. Mopos on the bricks. Davi G, just as that smoke is starting to fade, he's going to throw in some flames.
Might be deep.
Ence can go anywhere with this. Diha is a real demon into these B entries, and Snappy's got the rotate completely cut off.
Underpass to A would be nice here.
Oh, Snappy lets it slip. Good
Maybe not
catch.
anymore.
Knocks him off of the tool table.
Jess is hearing this.
He's working it out. Spinks so loud, stampeding into the site, hard clears for him, and just as he looks away, Deaths pulls a 17th frag out of the hat. Good damage and a nade for Hades' name. He lives on. 3v3 here, time-sensitive mission. We do need to see a plant. Madden responsible for it. Can they contest it? The answer is no. Hades is perfectly placed and positioned.
Well, I guess if Madden keeps taking this space, this is one way to lock it down, right? Make sure there's two of you there. At least you can trade worst case scenario. And he's coming again. Snappy and Madden working mid.
Madden's been loving it. Snappy too, to be the supportive element. And Sun Pius, has actually taken down one on A. They're going to walk through this. Oh, Deaths may not be prepared. He's under barrel. Sun Pius doesn't have the info either. Barrel could be the end of him, and it is. Oh, Deaths cooked. Spinks with a double A-site entry. Ence should have this. Trying to change the dialogue now is Mopos through connector. Snappy's not going to be ready for this one. It's a question of the trade from Madden. He's good for it. Strong post plant. Last round, it's all going into it. And another for Madden. He is definitely doing his duty here. No time for this. 3 to find. Davi G, the B defender, late on the retake, and no one giving him a fight. Absolutely no one. It's frustrating. Oh, it's very frustrating. He does go down. We'll call it an 8-7 half.
Run Madden. Hades is the individual who needs to chime on in from connector. Here comes the second wave of util.
Hades is there to address on his P2K. Spots him out, and oh, that's with so much info. They do leap into the site. Hades catches a bullet. Very low, finished off and tucked in by Sun Pius, and he's handing out haircuts. Another this time for Snappy. Gets his mop chopped. Diha and Spinks left wondering what on earth they're supposed to do. A 2 versus 5 and already chipped away at. Daviji's even on the underpass, with respect to Diha. He's got his crosshair there, but falls apart. And Spinks, it might be Daviji that rounds the corner first, so the easiest click of his life. Just like that. Sun Pius loses his head as well. Spinks is making this round costly. AK in hand. He's so threatening right now.
Alex is behind him. He doesn't know.
Needs this frag. Needs this right back immediately. Does provide it. Can he close the gap? Recovers the AK as well. 3 becomes 3v3. And more required. Alex is blowing down the entire defense. Maybe Diha. Bomb planted. Very little util. Reveals himself. Alex really got to play his life here. And Diha does greet him.
This one's on.
Like Donkey Kong. Galil finds another head. Deaths for some reason, not anticipating the speed. And Mopos just hiding on the site. Diha and Madden process of elimination begins. And that's a good find. Isolates the duel. Puts Diha down. Madden closing the gap on the dig. Needed that.
Again, Diha out middle. Hades trying to oversee, but this is looking very direct towards A. Damage to Spinks' head as he goes down. Madden on the trade, but they can just hit the brakes now. It's a 4v3 out the gates.
How often do you have that exchange? And more found. Deaths has taken down Diha's mid-crawl.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, big uh-oh. Red flags. For Ence defense, they could lose everything here. Hades investing into the AWP as well. Snappy had a quiet start to this quarterfinal.
That's very problematic, isn't it?
But I mean, to return to that Palace exchange, I mean,
Yeah.
that's a rarity, no?
I think it's something that maybe you'd want to go for on the CT side with 2 to get a default player. Someone who just would lurk apps, right, on their lonesome. But the fact that they're greeted with so many bodies and so many bullets, like, yeah, that's going to stop maybe a lot of these aggressive maneuvers from Ence going forward within this second half. But this has massive ramifications, especially if the Riders can take away all of these guns.
Snappy to be tested here by Deaths. Timing's everything. Oh, he spots him. It's going to get a free frag. So they know where one is. They know it's maximum 1 AWP on A, and it's Sunpius to take the gamble, just plunging into the A site and taking space. He is exposed.
2v2
does
now.
go down. They've managed to make this competitive round. 30 seconds. Snappy, what? Straight through the smoke. Forces Davy G into a clutch scenario. Orp on CT. Snappy quick to close this gap. Davy G gonna get run down. Straight through the smoke. Snappy closes.
Try and capitalize on Death's opening.
Yeah, going for a very aggressive maneuver, and it's worked out. Davy G just sprayed down. Flashes, smokes, doesn't stop Diha. And Hades appropriately looking under.
If Alex oversteps this mark and just goes down, it's become so hopeless as an in-game leader to have to try and call in a round like this. Like losing 1 player early, all right, we can still operate in a 4v5, but losing 2 and then being in a 3-on-5 with so much time on the clock and no space taken, you just have to wonder what can we do to get back in. So the temptation of leering mid has caused the demise of Davy. Now back towards A, where Madden up close and personal in the sandwich position. They do have a Molotov, 2 of which, but they go in contact.
Didn't throw the Molotov. Sunpius, you've got to consider this. Does. And eliminates Madden without a bullet fired. We immediately return to an even keel. 4 on 4. Mopos to deliver the bomb. A high flash, and Hades, oh, he's missed the shot. Loses vision. Mopos got to be careful with that bomb here. Spinks is ready to swing out on CT. Off that flash. Oh,
Everyone's blind.
so blind. This can go either way. This is the duel. 1 for 1. Snappy arrives as well, down to 45. Bullets left and right. Alex struggling to find anything lethal, and now just Deaths up against them all. And just as he does leave his hidey hole, provided with a smoke to obscure window. Hades has to be kind of on a bit of a swivel to be aware of both apartments and the window flank.
A well-timed molly here as well. Snappy's held it back. He's going to push. Oh,
Straight
Snappy.
through. Back to turn. No trade. Ineska just comes through. Death nearly loses his life as well. Sunpius makes it clear where they're coming. Need to hit that wallbang if he can. 19 seconds and Spinks can still destabilize. Mopos would have to hit a banger, and he has. Maybe there's still a chance for a plant. 10 seconds. Mopos has to do more. Madden, edge of the smoke, loses his head. Mopos can't finish the job. 1 shot, 1 kill. Needs 2 more. Hades in the clutch. Looking to really shatter the dreams here of the Movistar Riders. Low HP. Doesn't matter with the AWP. Just has to hit them. Knows they're likely close. Jungle the angle. Death for straight foul. And he does give him an opportunity. Expecting the response from Pius. Looks away. Oh. Still hits it. 1 more required. Time sensitive. And it's just too much.
Deep smoke. Buy them some time and actually should send them packing. To look elsewhere for a pick for the next 20 seconds or so.
Yeah, you can see Ence are aware and ready. Well, mid-info denied. Standard par for the course in the mid-util. Oh, Davy G given an opportunity.
Come on,
Spinks, you can try and kill Spinks, keep him busy, but now he's activated. Takes down Davy G. They know he's there. Late through short. Mopos down as well. Alex just tucked on the bench. Very susceptible to an AWP shot, Snappy. Tagged. Still not fragged. They can't seem to find him. They're just hiding behind the bench, and Death runs to his. 2v3. Still so close. The Glock does connect.
They know Diaz here. He doubled up. He shot, but I don't think they expect it. Oh, they do now.
Whiffed it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Alex needs one. Does provide it onto Diha. Another 1v1 established. Can Alex post his 4th? He's done so much. And on this low HP, up against the AWP, even the P2K could come out to close the job.
Bombs loose.
Just like that. Hades got so much to deal with now. 2 from short as usual. It's working again. Death is broken in, takes Spinks down.
Have to say.
You have to say.
Right now, so A is currently the more susceptible bomb site.
Could have Hades v Sunpius here. Or be AWP. A rare exchange head-to-head, and it does go Sunpius' way.
Does that lure them into this position, though, of Spinks, who needs to get at least one if they push up his corridor?
So much time in this round, and Spinks is going to come down that ladder. Davy G. Oh, the flash still loses his jewel. Spinks not having any issues in the jewels in the one in the window. Alex has taken down Deher as easy as that.
That's the kit loose now. So they will need to get that if they want to go for a retake here in the post plant, or it'll be a 10-second defuse.
And this is going to feel like a B. Watch this. Deaths to arrive onto B. Does he have util? A nade's not great, but he could sell it just with his frag and body. His teammates have thrown some util as well.
Nade's good. Snappy's going to call this clear, though. Spinks is looking for something in middle and still has Alex towards the underpass.
Nothing to report in mid.
Wait, where's Sampai's going? All the way back through T-spawn. Spinks could catch them here. This could be masterful.
Oh, maybe. Maybe. Just looked away.
Did he hear anything?
He's hit walk now.
They've left B. They've completely left B.
This could be the play.
If he goes all the way around A, if Spinks thinks it's A, it's the wrong call.
He thinks it's A. Moppers is selling it now. They are keeping him guessing. So brutal. And they're a wide open B bomb site. Movistar Riders are running rings around Ence. And
Might not be
Madden.
ready for this. He's going to go down. Moppers gets a free kill right here, right now. That's the round.
It's surely the round. They just want to hold on now, and Snappy's looking for Moppos. Finally gets it. Nothing more to celebrate, though, as that...
He's just over towards Ticket.
Ballsy call, okay.
And all in.
Here we go. Smoke sail. Davy G to try an entry. Molotov to stop the swing. Hades actually throwing out a defensive smoke upon the execution. Keep them guessing, make the clears harder.
Still no rotation from Madden or Snappy.
They're not moving. The Movistar Riders have faked them out too many times, perhaps. A bit of a wound there. Spinks got a gap. A gap he does try and exploit, but Davy G takes the scalp, a big one. Hades fights back, as does Deher. Even trades. Left in a 3v3, bang through the box. Davy G will go down. It's a double from Deher. Deaths in the post plant. Sun Pius, both ramp side. This can go wrong in so many different ways. Still worried about the flank. They group up on the cross. A good flash to get across. Deaths dancing. Great find on the first. All onto Sun Pius now. He just has to deny. Kit is on Madden. He's in the smoke, but he hits the first. Needs to hit this one bang. He can't even check it. Doesn't find it. 14.
And
the Exec util is there. Deher again to be activated. Madden good for the first. 26. He's really catapulting himself to the top of the scoreboard and sending the Movistar Riders down. Oh, Deher nearly finds one straight through the smoke. Mopos low. Could be put lower here. Deher does strafe out a little wide, a bit greedy into the Sun Pius AWP.
There's no way back. Spinks is going for the flank here. Hades needs to stay alive. Allow his teammate to work.
Hard fag for Alex to find as well. Yes, Alex does somehow pull it out, but they're so low. Snappy catches an AWP bullet, lives on at 24. This is the Spinks flank. This is the round now. If he goes for Palace late, oh my God, he's coming back around because at least he gets the info. Sun Pius, one behind, one in front. Snappy opts for connector.
They're planning safe. They're getting it down, and he's seen him cross. Snappy's seen him cross.
A lot of information. Spinks actually has opted, interestingly, to join Snappy. So they'll be worried about ramp when they shouldn't be. Good find onto Snappy, but they're surely not going to work this one out. He has the element of surprise here. Moppers may have heard him, I'm not sure. Yeah, they check it. Oh, what a snap.
He knows
Spinks
he went CT.
looking to come up clutch. Nading CT, not looking the right way. Needed that from Moppos.
They've just gone into a default spread right now. It was heavy mid. Now it's very standard as they creep and they crawl their way out top mid. Sampai's with the AWP has Alex and Davy G beside him.
No info mid right now for Ence. They are flying blind.
A B split would be amazing because Snappy and Spinks on the side, they're going to be stuck on down, worrying about all these different corridors.
Molly will stop that jump. Hades wants info, just a 5-7, and Madden's actually caught Moppos on that Palace push.
He just called T-spawn clear. They know that it's not A. Well, at least it's not A through ramp.
Up through the mid-smoke, some bullets to bait. Hades, they've run past him. Sampaius needed that. Davy G delivers through the smoke, though. Madden can do a lot of damage. Even trades. Ence making this competitive, and Spinks has fallen. They can't stop that. There's nothing they can do to stop that plan. It gets really awkward for Ence. This is their pick. This is where they wanted to take it. And Movistar Riders looking to pip them at the post. Last round of regulation, a man advantage. I don't even see a kit. They have to be finding these frags, finding them now. And 16 secure. The Movistar Riders throw a knockout blow to Ence's Mirage.